Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, you see what I'm going to be talking about today in this video, but right now I feel like we're kind of in the calm before the storm. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Right now, when you go to your grocery store, you don't see this that you see on the screen, but yet food shortages are coming. Whenever you hear people talking about what's going on behind the scenes, what's going on behind the scenes is that there are things that are being done, manipulated, put into action, implemented that you don't see yet. They are happening behind the scenes. Okay, so why am I talking about this? I feel like a lot of people have shifted right back into a comfort zone. So when you hear someone say food shortages are coming, if you are not one of those who pays attention to that kind of thing, then you're going to just get back into the groove of your life. That's what a lot of people are doing right now. Of course, there are large segments of the population that don't think like that. Many of us, we're saying, okay, regardless to what's going on right now, regardless to whether or not everything looks to be okay right now, I'm still going to do what I have to do to make the proper preparations for my future, for my family, to fortify our lives, right? Let me tell you this. I can't share the video here because the person who recorded this, it was a TikTok video. There was a lot of music playing in the background, and so I can't play the video, but I can tell you what was being said, and if I remember, I can leave a link in the description area to that video. Okay, so basically what the guy was talking about in the video, it comes as no surprise to many of us, but for those of you who I would say are sleepers or partially sleep or not really paying attention, understand where we're coming from and what is being said here. So this farmer, he says that the Department of Agriculture contacted him and many of the farmers that he knows and made them a ridiculous offer. They offered them $3,800 an acre to destroy or dispose of their crops. This is what they were offered, $3,800 an acre. And so basically, what he was stating in the video is that they are trying to control the food supply. Why would you contact farmers who are growing food that can be utilized here in the U.S., food that can be exported, food that can be used for animals, for the creation of other food? Why would you tell a farmer to destroy or dispose of those crops, and you're going to pay them heavily to do so, unless you were trying to control the food supply? So we see that that is what's going on here. It sounds as if they are trying to control the food supply for reasons that we can only speculate. But of course, any speculation at this point is probably true. If you're what you're thinking is probably true. Please excuse the noise in the background. There is work going on. As always, sometimes I can muffle the noise, sometimes I can't. But anyway, they are trying to control the food supply. So this is why we say food shortages are coming. As a matter of fact, the guy in the video, he actually said that himself as well. He says, oh, you can best believe that food shortages are coming, because even though he and many of the farmers that he knows may not be taking that offer that was presented to them, there are those who will take that offer. Some people will take that offer. They won't think twice, because the amount of money that is being offered, depending on how many acres you have, can be a lot of cash injected into your pocket. And it's been said that a lot of farmers don't make as much money as you think they do anyway. And so based on the amount of acreage this particular guy who did the video has, he mentioned that he has, I believe, over 100 acres right around 100 acres. So for him, 100 acres and $3,800 per acre, that would be $380,000 for this man. So that is a lot of money to turn down. But guess what? Some people aren't going to turn it down. Some will not turn it down. And so, hey, you heard it here. And many others are saying this as well. We've been saying it for quite some time, because that's not the only way a food shortage happens. Natural disasters are causing it as well. Look at what's going on in Australia, where so many acres of food have been destroyed because of a biblical plague that has been sent to that area. And so when you look around the world and you look at all of the situations that are occurring, food shortages are coming. Let me tell you another thing, another video that we saw. In this video, they were talking about how some countries are going to stop the export of livestock to their regions. They were talking about how because of, I believe because of the pandemic, there were cattle that were being shipped to certain regions, and they wouldn't allow them to dock those ships. And they were saying that 2 and 3 months went by. These animals weren't being fed, weren't being given water. By the time they got on there, some of them had were already deceased. But those that were alive were so thin, they said that they were skin and bones. And so they had to destroy them. They had to kill all of those animals because they wouldn't allow them to dock and be delivered. And so some countries are saying that they are not going to even allow livestock to be even shipped into their areas any longer. And so with all of this interruption of the food supply, you can best believe that food shortages are coming. And so when you think about this generation who is so out of the loop on things and how they are just out of tune with what's happening in the world, when these food shortages happen, a lot of people are going to be caught off guard because they are not paying attention. They are more in tune with the foolishness of this world than they are with anything serious. And so when you say to some groups or some segments of the population that food shortages are coming, they look at you like you're out of your mind. They look at you like you don't know what you're talking about, because they are looking at the here and now. They say, well, when I go to the grocery store, there's plenty of food on the shelves. Even though we just went through something in 2020 to where we were all going to these stores, to these supermarkets, and we did see where the shelves had been cleared out. We did see where there was hardly any food to be seen or to be bought. But yet and still, people have been lulled back to sleep. They've been lulled back to sleep with all of these promises of things that are going to be done here and things that are going to be done there, what they're going to do for you here, what they're going to do for you there. But behind the scenes, you have what? You have the Department of Agriculture offering farmers $3,800 an acre to destroy their crops, to dispose of their crops. Now, again, this was a video put out by a farmer, and he said many of his friends that are farmers as well, they all received the same letter with the same offer. So basically, we're just talking about what these farmers are stating, because sometimes you'll go and you'll try to look for this information, and the Department of Agriculture may say, well, oh, we don't know what you're talking about. But this is a letter received by these farmers. Why would such a thing go out like that? Why would such an exuberant offer go out like that? Wow. Anyway, it is time to fortify your life. No more excuses, no more talk, no more going about your business as if all is well. It is time to prepare. Okay? I just wanted to leave this word of encouragement to those of you who are still on the fence as to whether or not something's really going on. Hopefully this nudges you a bit to say, you know what, maybe I better take heed. Maybe I better start doing this, that, and the third while I still can. Okay, even though we're going into the heat of the summer where it gets really, really hot in the month of July and August, and then sometimes into September, you still have time. For those of you who have not started a garden, you still have time to do something, because fall gardening can be just as lucrative, or should I say just as bountiful. That's what I meant to say, just as bountiful. You may not be able to grow the same things, but there are many things that you will be able to grow that will be good for a fall harvest, right? And then some things even into the winter. Some things even into the winter months you will still be able to pick from your garden on. Okay, so anyway, it's time to take heed, family. No longer can we afford to sit back and not take these things seriously. Again, if I remember, in the comment section below or in the description area, I will leave a link to that video so that you can hear for yourself what this farmer is saying. But I am done with this video for now. So until next time. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.